Well guys, we're back again, back at it, on the quest for fish. Oh dear, what a day I've had. First I get dragged in on my day off to cover for the Torquay branch. So I think, great, tide's about 7, finish about 5:30. Take my lure rod, hop down to Babel, have a few hours up to high tide and beyond. So, get there, got my rod, no tackle, not a jot of tackle, left it all on the sofa. So it's been a mad dash to get home, and now I've come to Holiday, which is a venue just before Torquay, Hackney side. Used to be really good when the gasworks was here. Used to cool it, I presume, and there was a nice warmish stream going out, and all sorts of fish used to love it. Gasworks, you know, distant memory now. Most of the youngsters that view this, they didn't realise it was there. Hey, still throws up a fish now and again. Problem is, we're practically on high tide now, so yeah, it's been one of them days. But I'm here, the smell of ozone's in my nostrils. The sea is playing its symphony, and as long as it doesn't grab me and drag me out, because it's quite precarious here, I will forget all about the troubles of the day, and I'll go home and have a lovely night's kip. So yeah, we'll give it a go for a while and see what occurs. I'll bring you back if there's any action. Cheers. Fortunately, there's a lot of weed as well, which is a bit of a pain, but we shall persevere. And it's going to be a bit tricky if I actually do hook up a fish as to where I'm going to get him out. It's going to be quite a feat of judging the waves, I think. But oh, one feels exhilarated. You can see lots of weed. I'll bring you back. Oh. This is getting quite hairy. Might have to readjust my position somewhat. The odd rogue wave really does come on in. Had a bit of a northeasterly, so that's brought on the chop, which is nice, and there's a bit of colour in the water, but it's a bit difficult at this venue to get close enough really, but with high tide, well, it is high tide pretty much, so it might slacken off a little bit and allow me to find somewhere where I can actually fish without getting soaking wet. I'll bring you back. Always do it once. Plenty of weed out there, unfortunately. Just need a fish. Well, we're starting to lose the light now. There's a hell of a lot of weed out there. There's a couple of other piscators up the beach up there, and they've got huge washing lines that they're spending an awful lot of time clearing. Thankfully I've only got a little light lure, so I'm not going out as far as they are. So I'm only getting little bits of weed, whereas they are literally struggling to bring it in. But hey ho, that's fishing. We carry on with the tools we've got and the conditions we have in front of us. Yeah. Well, after high tide now, so hoping we might be able to get a bit closer in a bit. It's still a bit too dangerous. Got the moon there rising. I don't know if you can see that, but that should be quite spectacular. Way a bit later on. So we shall see. And as for the working day, well, that's been consigned to the annals of time. Yeah. Far more interesting things to be thinking about. Perched on a rock, watching the moon come up, and of course hoping for a fish. We shall see. I'll bring you back if there's any action. I see the barren moon rising. It's gonna be a pretty one. Noticed I haven't got much line on my spool. In fact, none. Oh dear. Well, that's something that will need to be addressed after this trip, because this line's getting a bit of a beating on these rocks here. Ho hum. All the things of fishing's rich life tapestry. Oh dear. I noticed one of the anglers up the line's gone home, or seems to have disappeared. Mind you, they were pulling in some really long lines of washing, shall we say, and they seem to be struggling quite a bit, so I'm not surprised. So the biggest problem now is we're losing the light. we shall persevere for a while longer in our quest for the poisson. It's a lovely night. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing too intrusive. Been a nice warm day. Oh, oh dear. I thought I had a take there, but it was just the waves crashing on my line. Oh dear. It's because I'm too busy talking to you. Ah dear. Come on, fish. Well guys, as you can see, we're really losing the light now. I'm not even sure whether the camera's picking up anything. I'll have a little look in a minute. I've moved, because of the lack of light, I've moved a bit closer to the escape route, and in doing so I promptly lost my lure. So I've got an old an old sort of a luminous yellow and red one on at the moment. I couldn't tell you what it was or what it is or what it's supposed to be, but I literally so I'm just clutching at straws here now until it becomes too dark to carry on. This spot's a bit higher as well, so it's okay for getting out there, but if I was to hook up anything, certainly anything of any size, it might be a bit of a chore to get it back. So I'm hoping you can still see what I'm filming. There's a lovely moon up there tonight, but I will check the camera in a minute, and if it's getting too dark for you guys to see anything, I will call it a night. Yeah, so we'll just have to see. Of course, the bigger the lure, the bigger the capture of weed. So it's not great, but we shall persevere. Every cast's a winner. Come and get your weed. Oh dear. Ugh. Weed really is a real pain. I can just feel it gathering as I'm dragging it through the water. Yeah. I'll call you back, guys. No! No! Well, guys, the darkness has fallen and the relentless weed makes it not very much fun. Should have brought lights. It would be nice now to chuck out some baits and just stay here for another few hours. It's a lovely night, nice and warm, but in truth I'm a bit knackered. It's been a long day. I set out to sort of wash away the day's work from my head, which is done. You know, it's in the past now, and go home, nice cup of tea, something to eat, nice sleep, and tomorrow's a day off, so who knows, might be out fishing, we will see. But yeah, it's been great. No fish, sorry about that, but hey, it's all about being out there as far as I'm concerned. It's a beautiful night, the moon's up, and I'll make some wishes. I'm not telling you what they are though. And thanks for watching. Be lucky, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Go!